what if I told you that after watching this video, you could double your money? I mean, at least that's what Dan said anyway.
I didn't say anything like this.
That's what you told me. You said if I watch this video and look at these flipping tools, I'll be able to double my money. And you said it is financial advice. And I quote.
Yeah, all right. We'll get rid of that part in the video. But I'm going to show you tools that have actually helped me. Have helped me flip some good projects. Sweet. So the first website that I've got up here, and we're going to get straight into it because no one likes waiting around. This is a website that I actually used quite a bit when I first started looking at projects. And the thing I love about this is that when I want to look at trading a project or flipping a project, whatever you want to call it, it actually pays to do it on my own time. So a lot of people have notifications that go off, like Icy Tools is one that gives you alerts. That can be quite frustrating when it's like 3 a.m, you're getting 20 alerts from all these trending projects and you're going, what am I meant to be doing? Am I meant to be up trying to trade them? Am I going to miss something out? So get that emotion out of there. Pick on your terms when you're going to flip. So that's what I look at, the nftscore.com. And it goes through, it looks at the hot selling in the last hour. And I think an hour time frame is great for me. That's what I prefer. Some people go lower, some people go higher. But on the left-hand side, we have what is sold in the last hour. And so 488 of those NFTs, 395 and so on. So it looks like there's NFT butts down there at 23 as well. But the one that I really love is that the right-hand side column, and I've actually contacted the person who made this website on Twitter and said, hey, what's the right side column? Give me an idea about what does it mean to be a trending project? And that actually talks about the bids that are being made. So my method when I look at this is, I want to see something up here that's really booming and going along nicely. But the key that I think about is there needs to be people that are actually interested in buying it. So I want to make sure it's in the top 20 of this list as well. So for me, it's a balance between being in the hot selling and also people are still interested in it. So you want to make sure there's enough time for you to get out of the market as well as get into the market. Michael, any thoughts on what I just said?
No, actually, no thoughts because I was pretty much totally ignoring you because I'm setting up to show them my stuff, which is a lot better than your stuff. But I'm sure they got a lot out of whatever you just said, Dan.
Whatever. Hey, one thing I will mention is I've got a story about how I have the #1 rarity in a project that's worth nothing. But what I did was I went on this, I saw it was smashing up the list. I was like, hey, I'm going to get in, I'm going to make millions. And then went and looked through the scanners and figured out it was, #1 rarity, and I bought it for 0.3 or 0.4 ETH. And then the project just dipped. And the one thing I didn't do, what I mentioned before, is I didn't look on this right-hand side to make sure people are actually wanting to buy these items. So
wait, which one was that? Was that the larva something?
Nah. Lava Lads ended up being all right in the end. But Longimals, do you remember Longimals?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Because I didn't do my research. Like they ended up doing like a free mint or something like that as well, or a cheaper mint.
I forgot. And
then that boosted the volume up. So that's why it got on this tracker here. And then everyone's like, oh my goodness, it's on the trackers. We better buy it. And then... yeah, let's not talk about it. So cool. I'm still holding it because the project's actually going to get revamped. Don't you worry.
Guys, that's what we call hopium. And freaking Dirty Dan is full of hopium. Like, he's always one of those people who's like, it's going to come back. I think I can. I'm long.
No, I'll turn it when I need to turn it. I'll turn it when I need to turn it. But,
cool.
Mate, right. What do you use to find your projects? Let's go.
All right, let's have a look. All my action normally starts at Twitter. I'm unlike Dan. I like getting notifications and getting buzzes at 3 a.m. to find out what's happening. So a lot of times for me, if you look at this whole tweet deck setup, I recommend get all over this. Feel free to steal my list. But the only one I want to talk about for this video is the NFT alert section. So I have something like this from Spreadsheet where it talks about the top volume on OpenSea in the last 10 minutes. NFT whale alert is pretty annoying. It talks about things that are bought and sold by whales at big prices as well. So you get the gist. It's a bunch of these different alerts that I have here. So this is always open in the background somewhere where I can jump in pretty quick and find out exactly what's going on. Another tool I like to use as well is Icy Tools, or Icy Tools as we call it. So I think it's super cool because it just shows you what's trending. So I'm looking at this edit right now. I can see exactly what's going on. I got invisible MFers. I got Acropolis. You know what's so hilarious? Me and Dan have talked about this before. You get those derivatives, right? So we know that Invisible Friends crushed it. MFers crushed it. So you have all these derivatives. If you're new to the game, you probably just look at this tracker and be like, oh, it's 103 sales in the last little bit. It's a lot of stuff happening. And then you tell your mate, let's jump in and let's buy it. don't do it. Just don't even bother, right? I think Dan and I learned the hard way, because if we weren't recording this video and if you'd have talked to us, I don't know, 3 months ago, we would be trying to buy invisible MFers and every derivative that we can find. One that does interest me is the Doggies by Snoop Dogg. So I know that's a legit project. Snoop is killing it right now in NFT. So I might cut this video off now so I can find out more about it. No, I'm joking. But if I was looking at trade, I would try to probably find an opportunity in Doggies. But once again, I need to do my research, because I can't even tell you when it originally minted, what the volume is doing, but I would start here and then dig deeper from there. The last thing I'll show you as well, I'm gonna get the question all the time, how do I see what's minting live without paying for it, right? Icy Tools, if you notice, I'm on the 1 hour timeline right now. For anything else, you need to connect your wallet to it and pay a little bit. But if I go to what's minting.live, as of right now, I don't have to pay anything, and I can see what's going on. I think after a certain amount of time, they'll like throttle the views and show you less. But as of right now, I can kind of see, boom, okay, this is what's minting right now. This is the gas price graph and everything, and I can just go through that up to the minute. So if you don't want to pay for something, you can use Icy Tools in combination with what's minting.live and get a pretty good overview of what's kind of happening in the marketplace. Another tool I'll show very, very quickly that I'm a huge fan of is this one, nftnerds.ai. To me, it's super easy to get my head around because it looks a lot like Icy Tools anyway. And this one gives you all the goods. I can see the listings. I can see the up-to-minute trades. I can actually check the scatter graph as well. Look at the link above, and I showed a video where I was using this tool to show you how to go in and actually snipe and trade and the things to think about and look at while you're doing it. But I'm not going to get caught up in that because I could go all day because I love it. But anyway, Dan, is there any other things you want to add in on tools that you use and how you first find out about projects?
No, I think it goes deeper from here. Like, I think that's the first step, is getting the alerts or getting a bit of a buzz for what's going on. The second part, of course, is going to be actually looking at OpenSea. If you go to the activity tab on any project, you can actually see up to the minute of what's going on. And say this person actually lists it here at 0.669. It won't show on the actual main page for maybe a couple of seconds or a minute after. That time varies. So you could actually snipe this one off that listing before anyone else as well, if other people are looking at it. The thing that you've got to bear in mind with any of these tools or any of these things that you're doing is it is a competition between people that have knowledge and access. So people have knowledge to more tools, or people have knowledge or access to more systems than you. So just bear in mind, you might not be the first one in, so it means you might not get it. But we can see that this sale just went through for 0.55 24 seconds ago. You can actively refresh this as well. But it's good to see that you can get an idea for the sort of traffic that's coming into OpenSea, or that's going on with this project in the minute live as well. So please use that to your advantage. You're already there anyway. So let's imagine I see something pop up and I'm like, okay, this is listed for 0.59. I can just open it up in another tab and then quickly go through and buy it as well. But the one thing that Michael didn't talk about, the other applications or the other software, is that you can actually buy directly from them as well, which avoids you having to agree to OpenSea's terms 100%. And conditions. You'll get through quicker. The thing that I would hesitate with, and a lot of people would tend to bump up the gas to get a priority gas fee through, if you're not first in that case, you will lose that fee as well. So 100%. Just be careful.
Yeah, but that's a great point though. So like when I'm using NFT Nerds, I don't even worry about opening up OpenSea because I can just buy directly from there. And that's going to give me a bit of an edge. Like any trading that you're doing, you're looking for any kind of edge you can get. So if I don't have to open up OpenSea and kind of fight with everybody else, I can just click one button and go directly from there. If you guys want to find out more about this stuff, there's a playlist up above that you can click on and see the other videos where we talk about trading strategy and answer your questions as well.
Also, really quickly, just a shout out to Sav and Smalazy. They're new to our Discord this morning. Hit us up with a whole bunch of questions. That's what we're here to answer. So please come in and ask us questions.
100%. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. But the Discord is even better because you don't have access to more people than just us to answer your questions as well.